So you sent in your questions about the Rolex market, and here are my answers. What 3 Rolexes would you pick for your personal collection under 20k per watch? Great question. So I'm going to go on grey market price because that's what I operate in. So the first one I would choose is Submariner Non-Date. That's the first one. Tick, no better watch for me. I'd wear that every day of the week, cover that in many other videos. The second watch out for me would probably be under 20k. What would I choose? Explorer 2, white dial. I really like that watch. I know a lot of you guys out there not a fan of the Polar. I think it's a cracking watch for under 20k. And the third one I would choose is probably a Bluesy. I really like a Bluesy. I think it's a great watch. I think it's a really nice summer watch. It'd give me a little bit of difference. So I'd have a Sub, an Explorer 2 and a Bluesy. You're allowed to change your mind. I'm going to do the question again, I'm going to do my answers, right? So, first one, Submariner Non-Date. Second one, probably a Blue Sky Dweller Oyster bracelet. Again, this is the grey market price, so yeah, just under 20k. That'd be my next one. And my third one would be the Bluesy, for great summer watch and one of my all-time favourites. So yeah, Bluesy, Blue Sky, and a Submariner Non-Date. What is better, a Rolex Panda Steel 116-500 LN or Rolex Oyster Flex Ghost 116-519 LN? That is a great question. That is a really good question. That and a tough question as well. If it was a few years ago, I'd have always said the Panda, but my love affair that I have with the Oyster Flex range, which definitely seems not to be going anywhere or going away at all whatsoever, and I am pleased about that, it would be the Ghost for me. When you see the watches side by side, you know, if you actually to look at them in a manufacturing cost, the actual beauty of the watch, the actual RRP, not the grey market, the RRP, you can actually see why the Ghost is such a super special watch, why it is so popular. If they were both the same price, you've got to ask yourself that question, which one would you choose? So if there's no price difference, which one would you choose? It'd be the Ghost for me, because for me, it's a very special watch on the Oyster Flex. You are wearing something special. I do love the Panda, but for me, the Oyster Flex, unbelievable watch. And when I sell to a client, they fall absolutely in love with it, and they wear it as the daily as well. So what does that tell you? I love mine, Ghost, 1,000,000%. Do you buy watches from the US-based viewers? Right, brilliant. Really good question, actually, this. Yes, we do. We do sell to the US. We sell quite regular now. We actually got a watch to a client in Florida. We sent it on the Monday last week. He actually received it through customs because we fill out all the paperwork. He received it on the Thursday and was on his wrist Thursday afternoon. So what does that tell you? That's how quick we can offer the service to America. There are duties and taxes that you guys have to pay. Anything from what I've been seen and told is 5 to 8%. Few viewers out there looking to sell us a watch from the US. Yes, we do buy. Yes, we get asked this question a lot. The problem that we do not really get the deals done is because we have import duties and taxes to pay. The UK will charge 20% tax, and then we've got all the duties on top, so it's about 28%. And there's a lot of clients out there that look to the US market to buy watches, not from think, oh, it's much cheaper in the US, we'll buy one from over there. In actual fact, you've got another 28% by the time it lands. So for us, we actually had a client the other day wanted to buy one of my James Camerons, which is this watch, wanted to buy this watch, and wanted to part exchange the older reference, black dial, black bezel, not the blue and black. And I'd gone back to him with the price, happy with the price. Obviously then once we discussed the actual transition of getting his watch over here, us paying 28% to import it, then him sending his back with another 5 to 8%. I mean, you're looking at like 40% difference in the deal. Absolutely ridiculous, just absolute deal killer. For you guys out there, just buying an outright purchase, 5 to 8%, absolutely. And we are the cheapest in the world as it stands. So yeah, definitely worth pulling the trigger. Happy to sell to you guys. Like I said, we carry all the stock, so just get in touch. Hi Charlie, big fan of your channel, recently subscribed. Is date just 36, fluted bezel with Jubilee bracelet, 2-tone and Wimbledon dial, a buy or pass? Appreciate the input, thanks. Really nice watch, thanks for watching and subscribing by the way. 36, really good size for smaller men or... Me so love, I couldn't think that. I'm going to give people issues out of what size it is. Yeah, so really nice watch. 36mm date just, extremely popular watch. Definitely one for the gentleman with the smaller wrist, or certainly a ladies watch, so it could be classed as a unisex now. A lot of the ladies out there, they are choosing full size 41mm or the 36 or the 31. But yeah, definitely nice watch. Is it a buy or pass? Great dial, great combination, best bezel, best bracelet, one of the best dials. It's a yes for me, buy it. Do you think the 16500 will go up significantly, seeing as it's the shortest steel Daytona run since the late 70s. So yeah, perfect, good question. Thanks for that. You guys out there that don't know, that's the actual stainless steel Daytona, 2 dial combinations, black and white. I think they're real good buys. I think they're such a good buy at the minute. We've sold 2 brand new 2023 Panda white dial, both for around 30k, just over. You got to remember that watch was 45, 50k last year. We sold a pre-owned 2017 last year for 40k. So yeah, that was obviously the crazy market that we're involved in, but certainly for, you know, looking to put your money safe, they are the hardest watch to get from your AD. They do take up to 11 years. Some people will never get that watch. I know some of my clients that do get them watches, what they have to do to get that watch, and including a huge spend of money and also many other things to be able to facilitate that. So I would honestly say, no matter, even if you bought it today for today's money, let's say 31k, they bring the new one out, which won't come while the end of the year, due to obviously being the hardest watch to get and the harder ones being released later in the year. It's certainly going to sell for more money. Even if the older one they discontinued went down a little bit, it's still going to go back up. When I first started, that watch, when it first came out, I could buy for 12.5 grand on the grey market in 2016-17. It's now 30. So where's that going to be in the next ever how many years? So yeah, definitely buy it, pull the trigger, unbelievable watch. So this is from Ron Jeremy. Again, Ron, really nice guy. Really love your sense of humour. Thanks for sending the question. I'm sure if you're a fan of the channel, you've seen Ron sending his comments over. So he's put, Charlie, this is the most important question of them all, bar none. Is your wardrobe full of dozens of short-sleeved white shirts, or is it the same one you wear all the time? Where can we go to buy one of these for ourselves? We need answers. So I think brilliant question, Ron. Really appreciate that. I do have more than one shirt. I do wear the same shirt just purely because I think it's become a thing. So I do like to keep the repetition side of things. I'm sure my viewers out there have got used to me wearing a white shirt. So yeah, definitely it's not full of white shirts. Do I like white? Yeah. Will I wear them on my videos all the time? Yeah. Appreciate the comment, Ron. Take care, and don't forget, when that Vegas call comes, I'll pick it up. With the introduction of the new 2-tone GMT model on a Jubilee bracelet, will that affect the prices of the previous 2-tone GMT that was discontinued in 2009, I believe? Is it in a good or bad way? So yeah, the new GMT has already hit the market, the steel and gold, and I've seen a few gold ones already. The steel and gold one, to give you an example, on the Jubilee, roundabout, I've seen them sell 25 to 28 grand advertised for. I'm not saying they're selling. I'm seeing them obviously slightly less than that. Would I stock it? No. Would I stock it at the right price? Yes. So the prices I've been offered from you guys out there as well is quite strong. I just want to wait while the market's settled. I think once the market settles, then I'll have the confidence then buy that watch, offer it to one of my clients, and be confident that he's not going to lose 10, 20, 30, 40% on that watch as soon as he's bought it, because it's a new release. So my advice to you guys out there, if you are looking to get on the new releases, unless you really want the first one, you're going to pay a massive premium, I'll wait back, sit, let the market settle. That's when I'll be stocking them, and then I'll have the confidence, and so will you, to know that your money's safe and that you bought a watch at the right time and the one that you actually want. So yeah, will it affect the market? No, because the other one's a completely different looking watch. It was on the Oyster. It's quite funny because when I first started in the business, for whatever reason, I always seemed to have one in stock around about Christmas. Whenever I used to go out, I always seemed to have like a steel and gold GMT on my wrist. You know, we're talking many years ago now. So yeah, I do actually really like that watch. I don't think it'll affect it. It's a completely different market. You're sort of tapping up the root beer and also the Pepsi market with the way the watch looks. So certainly, yeah, I'm sure it's going to have a lot of fans out there. A lot of people like it. That 2-tone bezel is unbelievable. I can't wait to get my hands on one, but I'll have to wait until the price is right. Otherwise, we won't be stocking it. Is it true that if you trade/sell your Rolex, you purchase from an AD, that you won't be able to buy another one from an AD, i.e. blacklisted? So you've just got to be really smart. So everybody that buys a watch from a Rolex at some point is going to sell it. If you sell it straight away, would you be classed as a flipper? Probably. What are you doing when you're actually selling that watch? Are you going to somebody who's trusted like us, or actually going to the open market for a bit more money? Are you leaving yourself open? So yeah, the actual answer is yes. If Rolex do find out, you will be blacklisted. But what I've said before, choose your dealer wisely. Make sure they're doing everything they're doing to protect your confidentiality. In 9 years of me being in business, I've never had one of my clients lose their place on the list. So what does that tell you? We're very discreet in the way that we actually sell and buy from our clients. So yeah, it can be a possibility, but as long as you're choosing your dealer wisely, you will never look back and you will always be fine. At the end of the day, it's your property to sell. You've just got to make sure you sell it in the best way possible for yourself. Great channel, by the way. How much spend do you estimate you need at an AD in the UK before they put you on the list for GMT, stainless steel, Batman, Batgirl, etc.? So yeah, great question, and thanks for obviously watching the channel. So glad you enjoy it. You're gonna have to spend quite a bit. Each AD has their own policies, so you've got to, you know, work out what they're actually requesting from you. I would recommend certainly buying maybe something that you actually want as well. So don't just take a date just with the worst dial, worst bracelet, worst bezel. Make sure you're getting the really nice combinations. Fluted Jubilee, really popular dial. Maybe get your wife a watch or your partner, something like that. Buy the bit of diamond earrings if you want. Then get yourself the subs, then get yourself into the Batgirls, you know. Just play the game wisely, but I'd certainly recommend to get something like that. You might have to spend 10, 15, 20, 30,000 pounds before you'll actually get the opportunity to buy that watch, because they aren't easy. And the Batgirl, as I've said in other videos, is drying up. The latest ones, the 2023s, and the ones that are, they're very expensive. So yeah, and same with the Pepsis, another really hard watch to get. So yeah, play the game, choose watch wisely, just make sure you don't get the watch that you don't want or another brand that you don't want, because you will lose money. And don't forget, it's always on a promise you'll get that watch. You're not guaranteed to actually get it.